Hey, this is Jamie from GarageSaleCoach.com, and you're watching another one of my garage sale find videos. Hey everyone, just want to go over some of the garage sale finds that I've got from this last weekend. It was a large community sale that has at least over 200 houses that participate. I pretty much start in the morning by about 7, and I haven't hit all the garage sales by noon. So it's kind of an awesome time of going around. Problem with this neighborhood is there's so many people that are shopping in there. You really have to know what to look for and have to find some of the things at houses that people just kind of passed up on. But anyway, it ended up still being a great day. I had to make a choice on which community sale to go to. The neighborhood that I live in has a couple gated communities, and we were all having our community sale, and I was wondering if I should just stay home or if I should drive out to this real nice community sale that was out by Disney. And because I just kind of like finding Disney stuff, decided to go out to that one. So anyway, when it's all said and done, looks like it'll be over $1,700 in profit. But let's get started. The find of the week, of course, at this sale is always Disney items. These are a bunch of die-cast Disney vehicles from all the different theme park rides they made, and they don't make these anymore. So the cool thing I like about Disney stuff is once they stop making stuff, a lot of times the value goes up on it. But it was on a table. I'll show you the table here, and it was only about like 2 or 3 of them, and I could see him from the road, and all else he had was this household stuff and a couple pillows on a table. So I stopped just because I saw a couple of Disney little things on the table, and then he said, I actually have a bunch more of those inside the house because we decorated one of our kids' rooms with these kind of toys. So he said, if you're interested in them, I'll go get the rest. So he ended up going and getting more of them, and this isn't even all of them. He ended up going to get more of them, and I asked him how much he'd take for all of it, and he said he'd take 50, which ended up being a good deal. Because each one of the things, there was 39 things total, and each one of them were worth, $15 to $50 each. So I'll just kind of run through a few of them real quick. Like this right here is worth about $50. It's a bobblehead Haunted Mansion hitchhiking ghosts. There was a Cinderella castle. It was 2 of the things were broken off the top, but even if it wasn't broken, it was worth about $90. But I think I'll be able to sell it locally for maybe about $40 or $50. This was pretty cool. It's the little ghost horse and carriage that's in front of Haunted Mansion. It was selling for about $50, but they just re-released it. I went to Disney the other day, and they just opened up a Haunted Mansion store, and they just re-released it for $19.95. So now it's not going to be worth as much, especially since it's not new. Each one of these range, about $20 to $30 each. So I'll probably sell this whole set for about $80. This cruise ship, I think, sells for about $40 or $50. This one's not worth a lot, maybe about 10 or 15 or 20, but we're going to kind of keep it. It works perfect for Halloween, just to kind of put up on the bar. But it's kind of a scene from inside the Haunted Mansion. And these are all the little toys that they had. They're all from different rides. So I'm going to sell it in a big lot of Magic Kingdom toys, and then Animal Kingdom toys, and then a couple extras. So, but they do range, like even just this Aladdin as a parade one, it's worth like $40. So they range anywhere from 10 to 40 or so dollars each. So I'll try to sell a bunch of them together, and I know I'll get, for all this stuff, I'll get well over $400. So let me get out of this picture here. So anyway, that'll be about a $350 profit on the find of the week. So now let's just go through some of the individual items. One of the first things I bought in the morning was 2 Leapster Explorers, and then they each had 6 games with them. The Leapster Explorers aren't worth as much. You can sell them on Amazon for about $10. They were asking $20. I paid $15 for the pair, so I'll get my money back just on the Leapster Explorers. But the games that I have range from $5 to some of them are worth $20 or $25. Like there's a Star Wars Jedi game that's worth like $25 or $30. But when it's all said and done, I'll get at least about $100 for all this kind of stuff. I'll sell some of the games individually on Amazon and a few of them on eBay. So that's an $85 profit. This was later in the day, and it was a sale that was out right by the road that everybody drove by, and they wanted $10 on this, and it's a PlayStation 3 like driving steering wheel for racing games, and it's actually very expensive. The lowest price on Amazon was like $130. So I had sold an Xbox 360 one like this before, so I knew they were valuable. So I just went ahead and paid the $10 for it, and it sold the next day on Amazon for $109.99 plus shipping. Let me see what's here. It sold on Amazon for $109.99 plus shipping, and the shipping on it was only like $15. And I actually shipped it in this box, which is great when you get stuff in the box. I just taped up the seals real good, and then just put the label right on the box. So I'll make about $70 after fees on that. This was later in the day too. This lady, she had just a humongous box of DVDs, and she said it's $1 per DVD, or she would sell me the whole box for $20. Problem is, I didn't really want the whole box because I didn't want to have to deal with them all. I mean, I could have put a bunch of them on a lot on eBay, but you know, they only end up getting about 50 cents a piece in the box. Let's see if I have a picture. Oh yeah, here's a picture of the box. Let me grab it. Pull it over. This was the box after I dug through everything. So I paid $20 for these Star Wars DVDs, and it's 24 the whole season, or the whole series, seasons 1 through 8, and I paid $20 for that, and I could have had the whole box, but I just left it there because I didn't want to deal with it. But the complete series of Star Wars, I went through and pulled them individually. I'll be able to sell that for about $69.95 on eBay, and then this complete series of 24, it's seasons 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. I'll be able to sell that for about $80 on eBay. So I paid $20 for it all, so that's about $130 in profit. I bought a pressure washer. I don't like to do a lot of gas-powered stuff because a lot of times they break and you got to work on them. But this one was like in mint condition, and I can tell he had just cleaned his driveway like he told me he had. So I was sure it was working. It was because it was so clean. I knew I'd be able to sell it pretty quick. So I'll put it on Craigslist for about $150 after I pressure wash my house with it. So that's a profit of $75. Here was just a couple random electronics. It was a power mat charging system and a wireless weather thermometer, indoor-outdoor forecaster type thing. They were both brand new in the box, and I scanned them both, and they came up on Amazon at about $40 and $30. So I figured at $5 a piece, since they were brand new, I'd be able to sell them pretty easy. So that'll be about a $40, $50 profit. Here was a bunch of Skylander stuff, and I ended up paying $40 for this, but just the brand new one here sells on Amazon for about $25. And there was also some Skylanders that I had sold before that were kind of more rare. I don't know if I have a picture of that exact one, but they're called something about the crypt. Oh, here we go. I'll pull it up right here. Bring it over. Anyway, this set right here alone, I had sold this set before on Amazon for $50, and it's down to about $40 now. But it's a good value on that. So I knew those were in there because I saw those, and then I knew I could get my money back here. So when it's all said and done, I broke it up in a couple lots, and there was, I don't know, there must have been 40 of them in there. There's a whole bag here. So that'll be over $100, so that's $60 in profit. I was having a hard time getting internet connection on my phone, so a lot of times I would scan stuff, but at certain houses there just wasn't good cell phone reception. So she wanted $25 on this Apple Airport Extreme, which is like a wireless router. And it said wireless in, so I'm like, okay, so it's not super old, but I couldn't get it to scan, so I talked her down to 15, but when I finally did scan it, it only sells on Amazon for about 25. So after I ship it and pay fees, I mean, I might make $5 on it, but so that was just kind of a gamble I took because some of this stuff could be worth $80. Once again, I bought another Rockband set, and this was an Xbox 360 one, the first one with the USB cables, so I didn't have to worry about having any wireless receivers. So it had everything that I needed except for the game, but I can get the game at GameStop for 99 cents, and I already had one. So I sold it on Amazon for $124.99, had to buy a box, and for like $9 at the UPS store, and it shipped for $20. So I'll make about $80 on that. And in case you didn't see last week's video, I also made a video on how to pack these Rockband sets up in the box that I bought from the UPS store, which should be helpful. I bought this Flip Mino video camera. It was a 4 gigabyte, and it should have sold easily, complete in the box on Amazon for about $35, $40. But when I turned it on, the screen is kind of flickering, and I don't know if it's recording right. It was working at one point, but I think just age got to it. So it was $5. I mean, it wasn't a big loss, but it's a loss of $5. This was for a CPAP machine. Now, while I can't sell CPAP machines on Amazon or eBay, this was just like a water tank reservoir, and it was brand new. And I scanned it, and it came up on Amazon for like $35, so I just sold it for $29.99, and it sold basically the same day, so it's a $25 profit. This was later in the day. It was kind of closer to the lady's house, and I kind of went back through the beginning area that I had gone through earlier and got the people that came out later, because there's a lot of people that might not even come out till 10 o'clock. And I saw this from afar, and these mobile printers are actually pretty valuable. This one is a HB Officejet 100, and I sold it just the printer without the ink for $110 on Amazon, shipped it in a medium flat rate box. The ink was new, even though the box was kind of damaged, and I sold the ink, for $30 on Amazon and for the $98.95 package there. And I sold the extra little one on the side over here for $10. So that was $100 profit on that buy right there. I also found another portable printer later. This is kind of an older one. It's a BJC-85, or because it's white, it's an 85W. And I sold it on eBay. I just took a picture of this, put it on eBay, buy it now for $57.99 with shipping, which the shipping was like $11. That's why I did $57.99, so it would stay under $70. So that sold pretty quick. That was a $50 profit. Here was a couple books that I scanned, and they each came up at about $30 to $35 brand new. And they both had didn't look like they'd been opened, and the CD was still sealed in one of them, so I was able to sell them as new. So I already sold one of them now for $30-something, and the other one hasn't sold yet, so I might drop that one down, but they're at least worth $50 together, so that's a profit of at least $40 or more. This is kind of a more expensive stroller. These B.O.B strollers actually retail at like, I don't know how much they retail because I never bought one, but I think they're like $400 or $500. Anyway, they sell pretty good on Craigslist. So it's not a little bit of wear, but it still worked great. So I put it on Craigslist for $150 or $175, and I got somebody coming over to pay $150 for it. So I sold it for $150, so that's $130 profit. Picked up a couple Disney DVDs. I just dug through the DVDs until I could find a couple Disney or Star Wars. Everything else was just kind of common stuff. So paid $2 for these. I sold the Toy Story. It was actually Toy Story 1 and 2 in the same thing, and it sells for $20 on Amazon. And the Bolt one's not worth as much on Amazon, so I'll put it in a Disney DVD lot later when I gather more. This was a brand new Disney DVD. I paid $2 for it. Sold for $8, $6 profit. This was a baitcaster reel. There's a lot of baitcasters that are pretty expensive that are worth $40 or $50. This one's not quite worth that much, so I might sell it locally, or I might sell it on eBay for about $20. So it's $15 profit. I bought a surfboard. It's a 7-foot surfboard. It was in pretty good shape. I don't normally deal with these, but I had a friend who was asking me to look for him for a surfboard, and I started seeing how much they were actually worth. So they wanted $150 for it, and I paid $100. I'll be able to sell it for $200, so that's a $100 profit. I bought this Playmobil because I scanned it, and on Amazon, like the cheapest, it was like $80, and they wanted 20 on it. I paid 10, but then I'm not sure if it's complete, and I saw that it was actually selling for less than that on eBay, so I just went ahead and put it on Craigslist for $40. Didn't have to worry about shipping it, didn't have to worry about all the pieces being there, so that was a $30 profit. These are like little portable battery power USB sticks that you can charge your phone up and whatnot, and they're brand new from Disney, and at Disney they retail for $40 each, and I've seen them on eBay, the one with the Mickey Mouse, sell for I think $50 a couple times, so I just put them on eBay for $30 and $40, so I'll make about $50 on those. These used to be worth a lot about 5 years ago when everybody needed them for DirecTV and things like that. But it's a brand new wireless modem jack, and it was later in the day, and they just wanted to get rid of stuff. So I figured something brand new in the package would be worth something. They only wanted 50 cents, so I put it on Amazon. There was none available for this, so I just went ahead and put it for $20, and it sold. A lady later in the day had some Disney stuff, and these were ornaments, and I looked up some of these I just looked up Disney hat ornaments on eBay, and just this Snow White one in the middle was selling for like $40. And these ones have some funky name like Clank or Crump or something. I can't remember, but they were each worth like $20, $25, and most of these are new. They still have the tags on them. So she only wanted $3 each, and when I asked her how much for all of them, she said 15. So I know that I'll sell these for over $100 combined, because that's 40, 60, 80. Maleficent's probably another 20, so that's 100. And then I've got this is a limited edition one. Collector's edition, I don't know, so it'll sell for well over 100, or at least 100, so that's $80 to $100 profit right there. I also picked up some Calaway X15 irons. I paid $50 for them. I probably sell them on Craigslist for about $90 to $100. They sell on eBay anywhere from $90 to $150. It's the full set. So I picked them up because I kind of liked them for myself, and the set that I have I could probably easily turn around and sell for $100. So either way, I'll make $100 either on this set or the other set that I sell. And then early in the day, I picked up these Mega Bloks set. They were already put together, so I could get good pictures of them. So I thought I might make something. She wanted 20. She wanted 20 per set, and I ended up paying her $35 for the pair. But on eBay, they only sell for about $35 or $40 each, $35, maybe $25. So I'm gonna just put it on Craigslist because I have to deal with shipping and all that. I'm gonna put it on Craigslist for about $75 for both, and see if I can't get a buyer. That'd be about a $50 profit on that. But that was the week. I spent $410. The approximate value of everything I will sell is about $21.86, and then that leaves about $1,700 plus in profit, minus fees, of course. So it was a pretty good week. I'd love to hear from you. I try to make these videos a little bit shorter, but just to be thorough, they end up being longer. But you can download a free quick start guide at my website, garagesalecoach.com. I'd like for you to like this video below, or subscribe to my YouTube channels to get additional updates or to see any videos that come out. You can also, when you get that free quick start guide, you'll get opted into my newsletter, so you'll be able to get updates there as well. You can also find me on Facebook at Twitter at Garage Sale Coach, facebook.com/Garage Sale Coach, and Twitter/Garage Sale Coach. So I'd love to hear from you. Hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any questions, and have a good day. Thanks.